Heinemann Higher, Chapter 7 Polynomials, the mixed exercise 7k at the end. Number 11. It says in a windsurfing competition, somebody follows this particular course. To do it successfully, they'd have to pass north of a point -230 and south of a point 2 -12. Well, it hasn't said what kind of equation it is, so we're assuming that this is meant to be modelled by a cubic function. Well, if that's the case, I'll need this equation in order to put those points in to see whether the y-coordinates do in fact satisfy that condition. But the first thing is, if that was a cubic function, then these three zeros would have been generated by these three factors. -5 would have come from the factor x plus 5, 1 would have come from the factor x minus 1, and 3 would have come from the factor x minus 3. And there may have been a common factor. Now we need another point, an independent point, and there's a point there at 15. I know that the point 0, 15 lies on it. So that means that I should have 15 equal to k times 0 instead of all of them. Well, I could put 0 plus 0, I'll just put the numbers in. So it's going to be k times 5 times -1 times -3. Well, that's going to be positive 15. So 15 is k times 15, which simply means k is 1. So the equation is in fact just y equals x plus 5, x minus 1, x minus 3. Now, this question didn't say get the equation of that in any particular form. It simply said, does it satisfy the condition that they passed north of the point -230? So I don't need to multiply this all out and then differentiate it to find the coordinates of a turning point, because all I need to figure out is, when x is -2, does this answer come to more than 30? It might not even be at the turning point. It wouldn't matter as long as the answer on the curve at -2 is more than 30, that's fine. And at 2, if I put 2 into it, does the answer come to south of, so in other words, does the answer come to something below -12? Well, that expression will do fine. So all I have to do is just put the two things in. So what happens at x equals -2? If x is -2, y equals, and that will do fine in the factorised form for the calculation. In fact, it's even better that way, because that means I've got just -2 plus 5 times -2 take away 1 times -2 take away 3. So to that's going to be 3 times -3 times -5. So the y-coordinate is going to be 9 5s are 45. Is that north of 30? Yes. So they actually went up to, well, I put the answer, -245. What happened at x equals 2? Well, same again, I don't need to expand that to evaluate it. It's actually better in this factorised form, because I'm going to have 2 plus 5, 2 take away 1, and 2 take away 3. That's going to be 7 times 1 times -1, which is only -7. So it passes through the point 2, -7. And that's all I need to see if the conditions have been met. So, did it pass north of, oops, a daisy, 230? Yes. 45 is greater than 30, which means it did pass north of -230. However, -7's meant to be further down, is meant to be less than -12. -7 is not less than -12, which means it did not pass south of 2 -12, in which case the conditions were not met. And the wording was complete the course correctly, so did not complete the course. Did not complete course correctly. That would be it. There we go. It passed north, but it did not pass south, so it did not complete the course correctly. Question 11.